Almost 9 a.m. Make it a short one today.
Nice music.
Monday morning. It's still 2020. Still got a couple more days left. Today we're gonna talk about showing up. Yep, that's right. Just straight showing up is what it takes to win. 'Cause I sure as hell don't feel like showing up today. I'll tell you that. For damn sure. Do not feel like showing up. And what I mean by that is that I am bloated from just binging for many days, taking the weekend off. Thought I was going to get some work done. I didn't. So just simply showing up to work, everybody. Just showing up. Sometimes it's the tortoise and the hare. What I mean by showing up is that sometimes you don't have to do anything super amazing to win. Sometimes, not sometimes, most of the time, almost all the time, you literally just have to show up to work to win. And one of the first places I learned that lesson was in commercial real estate as a young man, 22, 23 years old. And you see all these seasoned real estate veterans winning the business. And how did I succeed, if you want to call it that? How did I compete without a track record? Is as a younger man, no experience in the real estate industry, I just showed up to work, cold called, persistence, and you'll win some deals that way. And a lot of times we look for the magic bullet. If you're working out, you're looking for that secret pill or that device. Some guys turn to steroids. A lot of people take weight loss pills with who knows what kind of stimulant. And we're all looking for that secret silver bullet, so to speak. And for just about all things in life, there isn't that quick fix, that pill that will get you from A to Z. A lot of times to get from A to Z, there's all those steps: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and then Z. It's that showing up to work that nobody wants to talk about. How do I get that six pack? How do I get that amazing booty if I'm a female? How do I close more deals as a salesperson? And nobody talks about the showing up to work part, the boring part, the going to work every day, doing the same things, digging the ditch in exact the same way. And once in a while, you might strike gold or get lucky, but that doesn't change the fact that you came to work, you showed up to work every day, and you dug that ditch. It's about showing up to work, whether you're doing sales or marketing or any other kind of business. It's just about showing up. If you're a poker player, you got to show up to the tournament before you can win. And not the weird thing, but maybe the thing that's not said so often is the people that win the most also show up the most. Let's take it to winning poker tournaments, right? Yeah, they might be better than the rest, right? Or they may not be. They may be just a little bit more average. Who really knows? Um, it's really about what you want at the end of the day and how much work you're willing to put in to get what you want. If let's say you want to become the best poker player in the world, it becomes a question of, are you willing to give up everything that it takes to become the best poker player in the world? Some people have to give up more than others. If you're more talented, maybe you don't have to study or play as much. You still have to play and study a lot, but that's not to say either party can get there. Meaning, if you didn't start off with that much talent, can you still get there with a lot of time put in? Yeah, I think you can for just about everything in life. Very few things in life do you need to be the best, most talented starting off. For just about almost everything in life, just simply showing up. And let's bring it back to the marketing example. Let's call hitting a quadruple grand slam in the marketing world equivalent to creating something like the most interesting man in the world, right? It's not every day you're going to come up with some viral marketing campaign that's going to last for decades. That's a 1 in a million type of quadruple grand slam kind of deal I'm referring to, is the most interesting man in the world. Or let's say Geico's Gecko. I don't know if one day someone was like, hey, Geico rhymes with gecko, let's, and then that became their little character for forever. That's not so much a marketing thing, but it could have started out as some weird marketing idea that stuck. Dos Equis most interesting man in the world. That's just some creative genius kind of thing. But it might have happened through, throwing a lot of quote unquote shit at the wall and seeing what stuck. And but talking about showing up every day, right? I'm sure Dos Equis had a marketing plan long before the most interesting man in the world, and even after the most interesting man in the world. That might not last forever. Maybe they're not using it anymore, but that doesn't change the fact that every year they have a marketing plan, as in they have this budget and we're going to spend this much on TV, this much on radio, this much on digital, and maybe those budgets change throughout the year, and then you get even more granular. Okay, what are we doing on a month to month basis? How much are we going to spend on radio ads this month, next month, TV ads, new content? Are we going to make a new YouTube video? How many YouTube videos are we going to make this year? Okay, so say we want to make 12. We have the budget for 12 videos. Break it down into the month. Are we going to use the same videographer? And you break your monthly tasks down to weekly. Are we blogging? After we make a new video, where do we put it? Where do we distribute it? That's not to say we don't show up. Okay, you don't just at the beginning of the year, let's say, hey, maybe we can make another world's most interesting man campaign. They don't set out to create genius things. It's just genius things happen by way of showing up every day. I think that's my main point. I'm going to have to wrap this up here. Didn't really even get to talk about autism or music or even goals. I could go on for hours about just showing up and different examples across different industries of just showing up. Who knows how long I can continue these morning blogs. I mean, it was just something random. I was like, I was inspired by Seth Godin, knowing that Seth Godin has blogged every day for the last God knows how many decades, since 1996, at least for the vast majority of my life. Seth Godin's been blogging. If I could turn on the camera, hit record, and rattle off some thoughts to you guys, for myself, for my future kids, for me to look back on and look at how I age. It's got to be pretty easy. I mean, not easy for me. It's very challenging to do this as an introvert, as a guy who doesn't like to get on the phone, doesn't like to talk. I'm going to sign off. I want to remind myself later when I watch this, remind everybody else, just remember to show up. Talk to you guys later. Happy Monday. Happy rest of 2020.